Hello and welcome to another sewing for a living tutorial in which I'm going to show you how to make a neckline smaller with elastic. Here is the before and after of this baby top that I fixed with elastic. It doesn't seem like a significant difference, but if you see the before after, when the top is on, you'll notice how big the improvement is. Example, I'm working on a top for a 1-year-old and there is a very small working space. If you are working on a top for a grown-up, you can achieve even bigger improvement by adding elastic to any area of the neckline, like center front, or to the whole neckline. Here's what I've used: some narrow elastic, clippers, and some pins. I'm going to sew the elastic from end to end here, because I need it to gather a lot. You may measure how much you want the elastic to gather and cut the amount prior to sewing. I prefer to determine how much I'm going to need while sewing. If I was aiming for a finished look, I would break some of the stitching on the binding and put the elastic in. But I don't want to overcomplicate the process, so I'm going to fold the end under approximately 5/8 of an inch or 1.5 centimeters and sew. First, I'm going to fix the elastic in place by making a couple of forward and backward stitches. I'm not pulling the elastic at this point. Then, when the end of the elastic is secured, I'm going to pull it out almost as much as it would go and sew it. I'm stretching the elastic that much because I'm interested in creating more gathering. I'm not pulling the garment, just the elastic. I prefer to adjust it while sewing because I can feel how much I need to pull to create the amount of gathering I want. This is a result of attaching a lot of elastic though. If you don't have much practice with it, you might want to cut and pin the elastic before sewing so that it distributes evenly. Then I cut, tuck the end under and anchor at the other end. Here is the front, nicely gathered and nothing showing at the face side. I'm going to continue with the back. I'm going to follow the same steps as on the front. The last thing I'm going to do is steam the neckline a bit so that the elastic gathers even a bit more. Here's the before and after once again. I hope you liked this tutorial. If so, give it a like and subscribe. If the technique I used in this video doesn't help for your problem, please check my other videos on fixing necklines. Thank you for watching.